On Yutes Kislev, 1926, the Frierdiker Rebbe made a radical and revolutionary and historical statement, which has only become more and more relevant with every passing year, more and more relevant with every passing decade. And really, it explains pretty much everything that the Rebbe told us about Mashiach. And the Frierdiker Rebbe said then that the Avodas Habirurim has ended, which means the Avodah of working on the world and trying to transform the world and fix the world and make the world a good and godly place has come to an end. And that the primary focus right now and the mission right now is not to engage in Avodas Habirurim, but rather to work on ourselves and to prepare ourselves and to prepare Jewish hearts and minds around the world to be ready to Mikabel Pnei Moshiach, which means to work on ourselves, to be able to start living with and experiencing Mashiach reality in our own hearts and in our own minds, to be able to start seeing and recognizing Mashiach in our day-to-day lives, and to thus be truly ready for him when he finally arrives. And essentially what that means is that the Avodas Habirurim has ended, and now we have to prepare to Mikabel Pnei Moshiach, is that for thousands of years, the Jewish people have been working on and working with the external world, because the external world has been a very dark place, an evil place, a negative place, a toxic place. And it has stood in opposition to, and it has undermined and resisted Hashem and the Torah and the Jewish people and the Mashiach vision and the Torah vision for the world. And the Jewish people had been working on that, working on the external world, trying to transform the external world, trying to make the world into a good place, trying to remove all of that darkness and negativity and toxicity, trying to remove the many layers of dirt which obscure the world's true nature. And the Frierdiker Rebbe said an unbelievable historical thing, that the Avodas Habirurim has finally ended. We have been successful over thousands of years. We have accomplished this task. And right now, the world is no longer inherently bad. The world in and of itself is no longer opposed to or at odds with, and is no longer resistant to Hashem and the Torah and the Jewish people and the truth and to healthiness and to Mashiach. And we have successfully transformed the world. We have restored the world to its natural state, and the world is now a good and holy and godly and pure place, and the world is ready for the truth. It's ready for Mashiach. But then the Frierdiker Rebbe concluded by saying something truly amazing, and he said that any evil and darkness and negativity that we see in the world right now, any evil and darkness and negativity and obstacles that we encounter in the world right now, is really just a shadow of and is mirroring and reflecting the darkness left within our own hearts, the coldness left within our own hearts, the disinterest and apathy within our own hearts. And if we were truly on fire, if we were truly interested in Mashiach, if we were truly passionate about Chassidus, if we were truly devoted to Hashem, then us Jews would face zero opposition and zero obstacles in the external world, and we would face zero challenges in our own lives and from our own bodies, physically, emotionally, or mentally. All issues and all obstacles and all challenges would melt away. Because again, right now, the world in and of itself is not resistant to us. It's not resistant to the truth. It's not resistant to the Torah. It's not resistant to healthiness. It's just that we're not so interested. We're not really with the program. We're not on board. And we're cold and apathetic, and it's our own coldness and apathy which is being reflected in our lives and in the world in the form of all the darkness and evil we see right now. And basically, we have to realize that we are living in extremely unique times. We are living in a Mashiach world. We are living in the Mashiach century. And Jews who lived thousands of years ago and hundreds of years ago, or even up to a century ago, even if they personally were really genuine and sincere, even if they were completely devoted to Hashem, even if they were passionate about Torah, passionate about Chassidus, they would have faced very real obstacles and challenges in their own lives, because the world was still very, very resistant to and at odds with Hashem, at odds with the Jews, at odds with the Torah, at odds with the truth. And the evil that existed then was very, very real, very substantive, very thick, and the evil ran very, very deep. As opposed to now, the world is ready. The world is a beautiful place. The world is a garden. The world is Hashem's home. This is Hashem's world. This is the Mashiach world. This is a Torah world. This is a Jewish world. Any evil you see in the world right now, it's a shadow on the wall. It's like a bubble waiting to be popped. It only runs skin deep. Any evil you see right now is like a cartoonish, comical caricature. It's so ridiculous. It's so not substantive. It's so shallow and fake and has no depth. It has no substance. It has no. It's so pathetic. It has no integrity. It has no depth to it. And all we're waiting on right now is us, the Jewish people, our hearts and our minds, and for us to say, we're ready, we're on board, we want Mashiach now, we want to start living with Mashiach, we're going to start taking this stuff seriously and living with this stuff. We are ready for Hashem to be the center of our lives. We are ready for the Torah to be the center of our lives. We truly want Mashiach now. We're going to start living like it, and we're going to mean it. And if us Jews got on board, then the entire world would quickly and instantly follow suit. Because again, the world is ready. We are right now living in a Mashiach world. This is a Mashiach century. We are the Mashiach generation. And it's up to us to want Mashiach and to bring Mashiach. So let's bring Mashiach together and Mashiach now.